Good morning, guys, and welcome to 12 Volt News. We're your hosts, Fernando and myself, Dean. And today we're going to take you down a journey of news and excitement in the 12 Volt land of Oz. But before we do that, apparently Fernando screwed up his laptop.
Yes, I did.
So congratulations. We're just going to say weather.
Yeah. It's not even there anymore.
It's right there.
It's right here.
Let's try that again.
Hang on.
I mean, hey, listen, it happens. It's a live show. We'll beat him later. Okay.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. Welcome to the show, guys. What is the weather like today? Can we
That's what happened.
Yeah.
Weather is cold in here, so my laptop is not working. That's the reason why.
What's the temperature?
55 degrees right now.
All right, there you go.
In Clearwater, Florida.
Mine says 54. So,
yeah.
I know.
55. The high is going to be 70. So it's gonna warm up.
It's gonna be so warm. Checking in for Springfield, 21. It almost makes it silly when we're Anyways, 21 with a high of 33. Nope. 40 with a high of 52 in the Pacific Northwest. Devastating day for thousands up here. Oh. Record flooding.
Oof.
Sucks. Sorry about that. Good morning from Modesto. Currently 40 and foggy.
Good morning, Brad.
That means Brian's going to be in such a chipper mood when he comes into work. He's always...
He's the Grinch? He's the Grinch.
He's got to be, man. Like, I just see Brian walking in with his Brian scowl on, you know. Brad's always over there going, hey, because Brad just looks naturally happy.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, guys?
Brian just looks naturally evil. You know, it's always funny. Anyways, currently 34 and cloudy, a high of 51 in East Tennessee. That's beautiful. 32 in North Carolina. I'm picking up on a trend here. 40s, high, 70s, Central Florida. Yeah. Dude, it's amazing. Like, if you go up 2 hours that way, you know, how much colder it is. Like, Cargill checking in. What is up in Portugal?
What's up, Cargill? 55.
Yeah.
In Portugal, same thing.
Yeah, it's nice. They're kind of, you know. Good evening, all. A pleasant 77 in South Australia. They're going into summer right now. So we come into winter. They go into summer. We go into summer. They go into winter.
Yeah.
Just total boggles the mind. Yeah, I'm fine. 3 and sunny in Wisconsin.
Ooh. 3 and sunny.
Go cheese. I mean,
no kidding.
You know. Good morning, guys. Checking in from York, PA. What's up, Curtis? And then they're just chopping in. 3? Damn.
No kidding, right? I was like, wow.
I mean, why even bother? It's just,
no.
just cold. Just ice and us.
I want to see like negative, you know.
Oh 10. No. That's not that hot, dude.
No, I know, but it's like
where he lives, Michigan, those areas.
Yeah.
Like this
maybe
is
next week.
This is still summerish. You know, like in another month, man. It's like they're gonna be getting negative days every day. I don't even know how they function. I gotta be honest with you. Like
with a lot of
everybody goes slow and then they get in accidents. Good morning from Flagstaff.
Good morning.
Hey. Good morning from Vermont. 17. Feels like -2. There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Man, you got to get those pizzas into the house fast, bro. Dude, that's I feel that's that moment where you have the pizza sitting in the front seat, you know, and you're looking at the door and you're like, you're like right before you get ready to jump into cold water.
Yeah.
And you're just like, and then you run to the door, and you're just waiting, and you have that thought on your face of like, dude, get to the door. And then they open the door, and that rush of hot air comes in, and you're like, oh, thank God. You give them the pizza. You might talk to them for an extra minute or two, just because you want the hot air from the house. Of course, they're thinking, get out of my way. I want to shut the door.
Yeah.
All my hot air is getting out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just painted a really weird scenario. I'm sorry I went there. 59-72 in Texas. Exactly. 24 in North New Jersey.
Yeah.
God bless you guys. I'm glad you guys live there because there's no way I could. Good morning. 33 in Maryland. Mr. Brinkley got it home safe. 52 back here in Texas. If you guys didn't get a chance to see the Brinkley show the other day, Wednesday, definitely want to check it out and see what our good friends at MB Court are up to with their plug and play stuff. Super excited. 28 degrees and sunny in New Mexico.
Very good.
27 degrees and 45. Oh,
yeah,
that stinks. Partly cloudy and a high of 62 in Oregon. December weather is great in Houston. 58, 73. Nice. Yeah, that is.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. I mean, I really just like a cold winter, but hey. Cold Christmas. After that, I don't care. Fang checking in. My end kept freezing during ads. 3 or 5 times to get through. Sorry, man. Morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning.
17 in Chicago. Ugh. That's the best right there. Just ugh.
Yeah.
Cloudy with snow, 31 in Kentucky.
Yeah.
I know it's so strange to think snow. High 59 in Portugal. What is up?
What's up, Frank?
47 and foggy in South Germany.
Ooh.
That's good, eh?
Yeah.
That's as good as it gets.
Okay.
Good morning, Detroit. It's just gray and cold. That's all I would say. If I was from Detroit, it's gray and cold.
Yeah, no kidding.
41. 41 in Tennessee, Midland. PA is low. 30s high, 30s low. It's just gonna suck.
It's gonna stay in the 30s. That's it.
Oh yeah. Good morning, Tennessee City. Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know what you're saying, Dean. You keep talking, and what do you say? That is why I'm back here at the corporate office in Chicago. Well, yeah, I mean, Wisconsin 7. I mean, wow. Okay. So do we have news? Yes, we have news. Do we have a lot of news? Not really. But it's fun. You guys are here, so we're gonna have a good time, as always. And we do have news. I would like to start out the news by simply I'm going to turn this guy on and say this segment. We steal all our news from CE Outlook. Whether we agree with what they say or not, we report it. They report it. We talk about it. If you'd like to know more about this or check to see if there's any stories we didn't care to give our opinions on, because that's what this is, you can find links in the description, or of course you can always head over to CE Outlook. They also have a social page on the right-hand side of the page with videos and all kinds of little stuff, trinkets, more consumer-based and fun to look at. So definitely want to check that out if you have time. It's great toilet content, as I like to call it. But we've got some stories. First off, if you don't have anything to do January 23rd through the 26th, and you're looking to really up your game, you can become you can attend the Hot Rod Digital Fab Master Class. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's called Hot Rods. Why is it called Hot Rods? We're not going to be working on hot rods. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, okay, it's this one. That's why. Okay, hold on. I'm having a hard time here. Hot rods just means you get to work on every part of the car. So you're going to learn everything there is. If you've followed Mobile Solutions, they do dash classes, they do door classes, they do box classes. The Hot Rod class is the overview class. You get to learn how to do everything: sewing, stitching, 3D, every possible aspect of the fab is built into the Hot Rod class. It is the overview class, and it is the 23rd through the 26th. I'll be there along with some others. If you're interested in going, you can hit me up. I do have a coupon code. I cannot give it out over the air, but if you're serious and it's something you want to do, it's basically you get a refund. So you get some cash back. So you pay for the class, you put in the coupon code, and they will discount it after you've paid for the class. So, but I cannot just give it out to everybody. So if you're interested in going, hit me up in the DMs. Send me a Facebook Messenger, or I'm not a hard guy to get a hold of, and I can get you that code. All right. With that out of the way, there's a lot of public interest or just fluff pieces today. Check out this roof sign.
Oh, that's cool.
That is very cool. And that is an old school Alpine radio. Now, this is down in what's that island next to Australia? New Zealand? Yeah. So this is over in New Zealand. This was this guy's sign. That thing's like 13 feet long.
That's cool.
It's huge. It's a sad story. The gentleman has been in business for years and years. He's getting old. He's tired. He's ready to call it a day. So he's closing the shop down. But that has been his sign for many, many years. I mean, it's pretty cool. One of the local radio stations paid him to put their channel on there, and they give him a discount on his ads back when you used to do radio ads. So that, of course, is built off an old Alpine. I had the CD player version of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was what everyone had. That was like 7909 or something like that. Those are the chiclets, of course, that everyone gets excited about.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, if I was editing this picture, I would have made those green just because the yellow just kind of throws it off. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just got to be accurate.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just thought it was neat. That's a pretty badass looking sign. It's to scale. It's like, I would love to have seen how that was built. But I'm not going to New Zealand to find out. So anyways, cool little piece of, cool little radio on top. Most people don't even know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Powerbase talks to car audios at local schools. This, I feel, is something that more and more, this should be done. So at this particular school, they happen to have an auto mechanics class where you can go and learn auto mechanics. Like schools used to do this. I know the high school I went to in Dunedin, they had an auto mechanic class. I did not attend it because I was doing architecture, because we had an architecture class. They also built portables. So they had, you could get a lot of degrees out of high school. Me being stupid, didn't take advantage of any of that crap other than the architecture. So I guess, whatever. But this is a really cool idea. I feel, I know some shops that do this, they get involved and whatnot in their local schools. They'll go out and they'll do classes. This particular school, this is what they do. They bring in all kinds of lecturers from local businesses. And it just so happens Powerbase was in town and went to the school and gave them a lecture on car audio.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a pretty cool idea.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind doing something like this. I'd do it. I think it'd be fun.
Going to a school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to put any effort into actually finding a school to do it at. But if I was ever invited, I would totally do it because that seems like a lot of fun.
You remember one time we are at Knowledge Fest and I think that was the wife of the guy that he has many changes.
Many what?
Change. It says store change.
Chains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is a school teacher in college.
Yes.
And she's like, dude, that would be fantastic if you guys.
Are we taking off the walls?
I think so. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do it. I'd have a blast. I love that stuff. So it would be fantastic. Okay, let me see what we got here. Okay, and since we're on that same note, we're gonna go into this one. Are you holding DSP training workshops? Oh, okay, this is where our boy James gets a little off the rails on this one. So I have an opinion, as everyone knows. I love opinions, and this show is basically my opinion on what I think of news stories. So the premise of this story is the DIY guys aren't going away, which, like, unless you're living under a rock. I mean, I was a DIY guy. That's how I got started doing what I do. I love car audio. I started doing car audio for myself, which eventually led me into a career of car audio. So I mean, that's how we used to find all our employees. He worked construction and liked car audio, and the guy that hired him first hired him because he liked car audio. So the DIY community is nothing new. The joy of the DIY community, I feel, is discovery. And anything that you have a hobby doing, you like to figure these things out. Like, we're into 3D printing right now. I, of course, am in photography. And, the joy of it is time consuming and going and learning things, right? Not being spoon fed. All right. Meaning, you make mistakes. And even to this day, like we were just talking about something I was playing with last night with my DSP in my car because I had an idea. I walked out my garage, I turned it on and I did it. And I was like, oh, this is pretty neat. Okay. So as much as I love schools and teaching people holding a DSP training at the retail store for people that bought equipment somewhere else just seems kind of weird. I don't know. And the other thing too is, let's be honest, most people don't know how to use DSP. I mean, our good friend Brian at Arc Audio, Brian and Brad, they just built a whole training facility to train dealers how to use DSP. Yeah. MSC, our good friends Helix, all those guys, they have a training facility in Arizona to train dealers how to do DSP. We fly out to Mobile Solutions with our friends at Moscone and Focal because they train people how to do DSP, meaning retailers, because retailers need to be trained how to do this. There's very few retailers out there that are qualified to actually do a training on somebody's DS18 DSP. And I think that's one of the things that James may have overlooked on this is that I get what he was trying to say, having open houses for people to bring their equipment in that they bought online somewhere.
That doesn't work though.
I don't think it works.
You have so many questions. Everybody's gonna be in a different level.
And everyone's gonna have 12 different DSPs.
Right. No. So it's like I don't think this is a good idea, but
yeah. Of course. You're not on my team, you suck. And there again, I have no problems with people buying things offline. I love we're all DIY to some regards because but I don't know where this makes any sense.
No, I think it will be better if your manufacturer put some form of a basic tuning segment of their own DSP.
And that was part of the thing that he was talking about. There's not a lot of videos on DSP because it's hard to do videos on DSP. Right. It's not easy to tell someone how to make something sound. I mean, explain what a tree looks like to a blind person. Try that one once because they don't know what anything looks like. What is tall? What is brown? What is green? They don't know any of these things.
Yeah.
But they can figure it out. So, yes, definitely. Classes need to start at basic and build up. And that's why Master Tech Expo exists. Because if you would like to learn these things, if you are a hobbyist or if you are a professional or if you would just like to know, great segue, Master Tech Expo is a place you can do this. So if you're serious about your craft, your DIY, if you're like I went to photo classes to learn how to take pictures because why not? And there again, I paid for it. I didn't just and I expected something from it and I got it. So, if we held a DSP training here, it wouldn't be free. That would be ridiculous.
No.
And so that kind of goes back to the original thing of they didn't want to come to you in the first place and spend whatever you were asking. So why would they want to come to you now? So, it's like poor life choices. I don't know.
Right.
This is one of those weird topics that I get all sides. I just don't know if it makes sense.
Because if they do something wrong, they're going to say, I went to that guy and he told me this.
Correct.
So that means that guy doesn't know how to tune or he doesn't know that stuff. So, and it's I don't agree with that.
Maybe it would be better to cover the basics of crossover, time delay, and EQ, and then you can explain how DSP can do all that. And there again, I feel like all of I agree that yes, but I feel all of that information is currently available easily.
Yep.
All over the internet. Understanding what a crossover is for in time alignment, how it works, and all these things exist. Okay. I think where James was going is more deeper. Right. And it's I don't know. I mean, I have no problem helping people.
And
obviously,
most people
because
are
this
looking
is what we do. They want to. Could you tune my car? And it's and I always encourage people, if they go, I was thinking about doing it myself, and I go, I think you should try, because that's fun. I like doing things myself. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want to replace my water heater.
You know, I
don't need to know how to do that.
I feel this conversation about DSP, it's kind of like going sideways, because I think what we need to focus on is on the car side, right?
Maybe putting it in correctly first.
Right. So let's figure it out. What do we have from the source, and then a DSP, because we trying to tell people that the DSP is the magic box that's gonna fix everything, and no, it's gonna make you sound better, but you also gonna need to figure it out. What do you have from the car, right?
Yeah.
Factory and all that stuff.
Yeah. There's a lot
electrical
going on there.
systems. Yeah. So.
Now, if you're interested in learning any of this stuff, Master Tech Expo is the place. It is open to anybody. That's right. Anybody can go. Anybody can experience this. It is not a industry event. It is an event. If you can pay to go, then you can be there. If you'd like to, and there's a couple different ways to go. They've expanded the hotel selection because there is an on-site hotel, the Delta, where we stay, but there's also plenty of surrounding, and there's tons of Airbnbs. One of the things that this article finally released is that for those of you have ever, we've talked about Dino's Get Down before, which is the big C10 truck show in Arizona. It's like the world's largest C10 truck show. They're going to have a miniature invitational Dino's Get Down on Saturday in the parking lot, and anyone that attends that is going to also be able to come into the show and have a good time. You can do the educational track, or you can just do the show track. The show track gets you in to the show floor at lunchtime so that you can come and meet everyone, meet Brad, see all the cars, interact, and do all kinds of fun stuff like that. So it is a cool event that is open to enthusiasts as well as professionals, and you have your choice. You could stay an enthusiast and just walk around and see cool stuff, or you can learn something if you want to pay the extra to do the educational. Either way, they've got more hotels. It's expanding, so that is fantastic. We hope to see you there, because we'll be there doing our Clean Wire Challenge. We have all of our competitors. We just can't tell you who they are yet. So and we'll talk more about that as time goes on. Okay, this is a shocker. Dash cams. Who knew? Yeah, it's another milestone for dash cams. I don't know what the title means. To me, it doesn't make any sense. All I know is that dash cams aren't going anywhere. And car manufacturers, as always, anytime they see something cool in the aftermarket, they automatically start putting it in as a factory installed feature, which basically means what you could normally go out and buy for, I don't know, $120 to $400.
Yep.
Now you're going to pay $1,000 for. But you get a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on it. And hey, you'll have two, because when yours breaks, you can hang a new one right below it, because you're sure as hell not going to replace it with the factory one. Anyways, what might be cool is we get to see how these guys are going to integrate the rear cameras. Like, how are they going to do that? They're just going to tap into the backup camera. I don't know. It ought to be interesting to see how all this plays out, but more, or they're just going to just do a front-facing camera and that's it. Stupid. But anyways, hey, dash cams are here. For those of you out there looking to buy a dash cam, and you head over to Amazon, you find the cheapest Chinese dash cam you can, and you bring it to us to have it installed, know one thing: you're going to pay more for installation than you probably paid for the dash cam. These things do not install easily, especially if you're talking about a front and rear dash cam. There is a lot of work that has to be done to put these things in, and expect it to be 2 or 3 hour install.
Yeah.
They are not fast. And you may have some added expense, because even though they come with or you buy the car kit, as it were, you're hoping that your car has an accessory in the fuse box somewhere, which 9 times out of 10 it doesn't. So you might also need a accessory generator. So which adds to the labor and time. So there again, find a nice one, find software that you like, and then just move on. But yeah, dash cams aren't going anywhere, which is kind of annoying, but yay, whatever. Sony finally announced what they're going to be putting in their car. So for those of you who aren't aware, Sony has teamed up with Honda to build a car. So it's a new company, Honda Sony, or Sony Honda. I don't know what it is. And Afeela One.
That's what I'm trying to figure it out. What's the name? That's the correct
Afeela. I don't know. It's one. So It's going to have 100,000 speakers in it, and they're going to be everywhere in the car, right? That's no kidding.
100 speakers.
They're going to be speakers everywhere.
28.
Sure. So one of the things about the speakers that are kind of unique, and okay, so this is one of those situations where it's like, okay, what are we talking about here? Now, so what they're doing, which I think is a long time overdue, and this makes the most sense, and it's also kind of weird, but they're putting 4 speakers in the rear headrest. So each rear headrest is going to have a right and left speaker. And this is for the rear seat infotainment system that is in the car. Now, this is cool because this negates the reason to have headphones, because you can put 2 poorly mounted speakers that are going to blast the back of your head, and everyone in the car hopefully won't get to hear them. Well, except for the guy sitting in front of you may hear them because the speakers are aiming forward. They might be at a little angle, but either way. This is so that you can have zone audio. This seems to be one of the new things. We've talked about it before, where we put a ton of speakers in the car, and the hope is that each person in each seat gets their own listening experience, which brings families together, according to this.
Yeah?
It makes the journey, everyone can stay in their own little antisocial bubble.
What?
Exactly. Maybe that's the joy of it. They won't have earbuds in, so you'll be able to yell at them, and they'll be like, okay, I don't know. Either way, it has 3 sound zones, the front and then the passenger left and right. There again, for drop-down video, which no one seems to watch anymore, but, cool. I don't know how that's going to work. And I know how it's going to work, but I don't know how useful it's going to be. It may be cool. Otherwise, there's a ton of surround modes that you can choose to have surround sound. So the car is going to have Atmos. But it's also going to have a ton of other fun things. It's going to have a hi-fi, which is basically there's a 3-way up front. Mm-hmm. So here's the weird: there's a 3-way up front, and a 3-way in the rear. Mm-hmm. But yet the rear is like, we don't want anyone to use that because we just want to, you're going to have your personal zone
and 2 center speakers.
Yeah, so. Well, which makes sense because there's a tweeter in the mid-range probably, or there's a left and right center. To I don't know. Either way, a lot of speakers, a lot of processing. Which is cool.
Yeah. No, I think
but
I want to hear it.
Yes.
I want to see how it sounds and everything.
Okay. 28 crappy speakers. Whoa. Why not just use 8 good ones? Okay. So this is really the tote that these 2 guys are smoking. Okay. I mean, I get it, but the reality is we need more than 8 speakers. That's why we make a 16-channel DSP. And we sell a bunch of 16-channel DSPs. And not to say that 8 good speakers isn't useful, but 8 isn't enough because you need more,
what will be you bottom line? Like, okay, this is it. That's it. It used to be 6 to 8, right?
6 to 8 was really popular.
Right, but now anymore.
Center, I don't know.
12 channels?
Well, I mean, yeah.
That will be huge. Like, okay, the minimum, it has to be 12 channels.
Well, I have 6 up front, 2 in the dash, 2 in the rear, and a sub. So I mean, if I had a bigger car and I needed a rear 3-way, sure, but I don't know. I whatever. But I mean, I'm with the 28 crappy speaker thing. And there again, it's a lot of hoopla. How do you make a car sound big? You put a bunch of speakers in it that are crappy, and you throw a lot of processing at it, and you just hope for the best. That's not saying this thing doesn't sound fantastic. It probably does. The Cybertruck was and is one of the best factory sounding systems I've heard yet. And I was like, damn, other than bass, I don't know what you do to this thing. Although the guys from Modus amplified the shit out of it, that was good.
And tune it
just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Not much, just a little bit more for their speakers. It was pretty impressive. Okay, so with that being said, what do we got? Yeah. What do you know? That takes us to that wonderful point in time.
I don't know nothing.
Where we can, Jon Snow. Oh, Jesus. He's in that family plan too.
Yes. I was like,
he sucked.
Come on.
It was so bad.
It has to be a barbarian.
but everybody loved him in the original, as Jon Snow.
Yeah.
And he was still kind of a pussy as Jon Snow.
But that was his role, though.
I know, but it's just, but now we know in real life he is.
And
he's just a good-looking wimp.
Yeah, but
he's whiny.
He become the guy, though.
I don't know. Yeah, he can stay the guy.
I watched the trailer
For what?
for the
the new Game of Thrones.
Thrones,
Like
yeah.
1,000 years before all the excitement happens, we're gonna go back in time and make a Knight's Tale. So instead of Heath Ledger, we have some new guy. It's basically a Knight's Tale in the preview. Like when I'm watching the preview, I'm going, "This is a Knight's Tale," which I enjoyed a lot. It was good, but
yeah.
Yes, we got these at their big product launch, and they're very comfortable. So I will be wearing.
I got this one.
I have one of those too, but
personal. I don't know what's this side.
Yeah, it's the other side. I'm
exactly.
Yeah.
I walk in and I'm like, yes.
I don't want to get it dirty. I don't mind getting this dirty. Not a fan of prequels. I don't mind prequels so much if they're good. If they serve a purpose. I don't mind finding out where people come from. It's okay. But
yeah, that's good.
And there again, I also don't mind not necessarily prequels. I don't mind exploring the universe and creating a bigger thing. Just as long as Disney doesn't do it.
What is the hot show right now?
There is no hot show right now. No, I could care
Stranger
less.
Things, the new one.
I'm assuming I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. But I could care less. TV sucks, man.
Yeah.
It does. I get to watch TV one day a week.
It's so many subscription and there's nothing in there.
Yeah, it's just trash.
Yeah.
No. The only movie I want to see is the Predator one, and
I watch it. It's really good.
That'll probably be out on pay-per-view by the time I get around to it.
So what that means, we're gonna make a show of car audio just dedicated to.
We already do
the
that.
Daily.
We already do
but
that.
we have to argue. We have to throw some.
We have to do.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, American Chopper.
American Chopper and car audio.
Yeah, that worked out really well for them.
I mean, for so many years they did.
Yeah, now
it was good.
Now the building.
We just have to.
Now the American Chopper building is a storage facility.
Yeah.
Like you rent space
it's
there.
Sad, but
yeah, it's like the most beautiful self-storage area ever.
Netflix, see if they want to buy us.
I think they're a little tight on cash right now. They're spending a whole bunch to buy the other company. All right, guys, listen, we could rattle on all day, and I know most of you would like it. Make sure to tune in later today to find out what is in these boxes. And of course, as I said at the beginning of the show, if you're interested in getting your learn on, Mobile Solutions has their hot rod training class. However, the website, if you're serious about attending, pay the bill and I'll give you a coupon code to save you $250. That's it. That's all I got. You guys have a wonderful day, Fernando.
See you guys later. 5 minutes and 5 star. Bye.